Hey, what's up guys, this is iSithKills, otherwise known as Nick, and today we got a full-on guide and tutorial on the BO3 custom map, Rainy Death. Let's dive in. This map is awesome, has a custom boss fight, which I gotta say I really enjoyed. They brought the Titanfall boss into this custom map, and I gotta say, it's a joy to play. First thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and buy the first door to spawn, which you're going to go ahead and actually open power, which is really close by. You just got to open this door, actually those two doors, and then this door right here, which is this third door, and power is actually going to be on the second floor, and you just need to pop the switch just like normal. And it's right over here. Then to actually start the Easter egg, we need to buy a few more doors, which is going to be this door here, and then we actually need to buy the sewer. But before we do that, we need to go into the yellow building. This building here is where you're going to do your challenges, your red challenge, your green challenge, your yellow challenge, and your blue challenge. The building you need to open the sewers is this building to the left side here, the water refinery. And what you need to do is you need to interact with this console right here. After entering or interacting with the console in the water refinery, what you need to do is you need to interact with this door kind of to activate the sewer, which basically it's like the flood pumps, so it releases the water or something so you can access this area. And this is also where Pack-a-Punch is. Once the sewer opens, what you need to do is you want to make your way down the sewer, and then you want to go right next to Pack-a-Punch, and there's going to be this little item that you need to grab right against this wall. You want to make your way up to this building here, which is the test environment room, and you want to put that part here on the wall so you can interact with the AI on this map, which is kind of awesome because he closes down this area so you can kind of chill out and kind of pay attention to what he says. He's basically going to activate the 4 challenges around the map, starting with the blue ball challenge. After the AI is done speaking, you're going to notice that you're able to interact this little blue button here, which is going to spawn the blue ball. And what you need to do is the blue ball is actually going to be on the opposite side of that door right there, and it's just going to slowly move there, but you can make, fill up the souls the best way you can. It's probably going to take a couple rounds because it takes a lot of zombies, especially if you're starting it on the early one, but it's going to spawn right in the front of the building. You make your way out of the test environment building, and then notice here on the right is where the first location for the blue ball is. And like I said, you want to do this at the start of the round. It does take quite a bit of zombies, and you do want to watch out for the spawns that's by the car behind me, and then also obviously what's in front of me. They spawn in both directions, so just kind of be careful when you do fill up the soul box. We're going to go through all the locations where this blue ball goes, because there's multiple locations, and we'll go all through them as the rounds progress, so you can kind of follow along as you do the Easter egg as well. On the side note, there's these little terminals you can interact with, which gives you 1 token and 100 points. The tokens are for buying equipment from 2 terminals around the map. You can get the riot shield, you can get a specialist weapon, you can get a free max ammo for one of your guns, so it's very, very helpful. Now, some of the challenges are round based, where you can only do the challenges once per round per location. One of those challenges is for the yellow challenge, which you have to interact with these yellow kind of terminals here, which what's going to do, it's going to spawn in 4 circles, or maybe more, 4 or 6 circles, which yellow zombies could spawn in. And basically what you need to do is you need to take out all of the yellow smoked zombies and make sure those zombies don't destroy the terminal. They're only gonna go after the terminal unless you're really close to them. That's the only time they'll actually hit you. But if you save a zombie during this, you can probably get this done without ending the round. But if you need to end the round, no big deal. You can only do this once per round anyways. Once you're finished and the lockdown has completed, you'll notice if you go up to the terminal, it's all filled up with this yellow liquid, which means it's done. And it also will say subsystem online, which means this section of the yellow challenge is done. Another challenge you can do only once per round is the green challenge. And how the green challenge works, it's going to spawn these little green circles around the map. And what you need to do is you need to do sharpshooting. You need to shoot 5 targets in order to complete this circle. And those are the locations. It's always going to be the same 5 locations, but they're going to always be in a different order. Just kind of take a little 360 around every time you shoot one. It's very hard to miss it. It's highlighted in green, so you'll be able to see it. Another thing you need to do is you need to interact with this locker so you can get the key card so you can access the area with Juggernog, which is going to be right next to spawn. All you need to do is go interact with this door that's right next to spawn. And it's actually going to take you back to your original spot that you spawned in. Now, since I was using the director cut mod for this particular run, the door that is that Juggernog is in is the door right in front of us. All you need to do is open that door and Juggernog is in that room. Since we finished the green sharpshooting step on round 3, we have another location. This is the second location. It's always going to go in the same order. So the second location is going to be in the water refinery, and it's the same thing. You need to shoot 5 targets around the area, which, it's always going to be the same 5 targets, but like I said, it's going to be random. It's going to be a different order. The next yellow terminal that you need to interact with, and by the way, there's another green box in this building in the garage, is this one. Now it's the same, 4 circles that the zombie is going to spawn in. Just be careful if you do save a zombie. Go ahead and kill him because it's kind of hard if the zombie is already running to save the zombie and to protect this. So once this is finished, just like the other yellow location, the terminal will be full of yellow liquid. Once finished, you'll notice that the little terminal will say subsystem online, just like the previous one. And that's now 2 of 3 done for the yellow challenge. Now for the green challenge, you want to make your way back to spawn into the door we just opened with that locker key. And the next sharpshooting will be in this location. And the same thing, it's going to be 5 locations you need to shoot. Just go ahead and make your 360s, take a look around, make sure you shoot all of the spots. Once you shoot the 5th one, you'll notice that the circle is gone, which means you're completed. And that's now 2 spots of the yellow done, and then 2 spots of the green challenge done. Still need to finish this blue ball challenge here. We need a little bit more souls, so let's go ahead and finish that. Once done, you'll notice that the blue ball circle will be gone, and the blue ball will actually start moving. This ball moves really slow, so there's no point in following it. I'll let you know the second location because this is always the same. It always goes in order of these locations for the blue challenge. The second location will be in the water refinery for the blue ball challenge. So if you do have any zombies left over, go ahead and fill up as much as you can. But just keep in mind with the challenges that you can only do once per round, make sure you do those challenges before you start the round. By the way, in the police station, there is another terminal you can interact with, which gives you the 100 points and the 1 token. And same as before, once you do collect enough souls, the ball will go ahead and move on its own. And like I said previously, don't try to follow it slowly with a horde of zombies behind you. We'll go ahead and show you the next location, so you can just let the ball move along as it will. For the red challenge, you're looking for this fire guy right here. It's kind of like a mini boss. The first one that spawns in is going to drop you a cylinder, which is for the red challenge. You need 3 of these in total to complete the red challenge, and the first one that you can get is from the fire guy. Go ahead and grab the cylinder, which you can go ahead and put in your inventory. What you want to do with the first red cylinder that you picked up, you want to make your way back to power, go upstairs, and you're going to notice that you can interact with this panel here, and it's going to place the first cylinder in that slot for you. The next red cylinder that you can get is in the sewers where Pack-a-Punch is, and all you need to do is you need to shoot it with a Pack-a-Punch weapon, this little spore there, and it's going to pop out of that spore. Go ahead and pick it up, and then same thing, you want to make your way back to power and put it in the cylinder. Once you've done this, you want to go ahead and try to get your shield now so you can interact with a crate box that has the last red cylinder for the red challenge. Keep in mind that these green terminals that has the 100 points on one token, keep that in mind to always look out for those, because you definitely want to get these as much as possible, because this is what gives you your shield and your equipment. And in order for you to get the red cylinder, you need two things. You need your shield and you need the Galvan Knuckles, which is the specialist weapon on this map. The shield is 20 tokens and the Galvan Knuckles is 50 tokens. The third spot for the green sharpshooting is going to be located on the ground floor of the police station. Just the same as before, 5 locations. You need to find those 5 locations and shoot it. And what we're going to do is, since we're on round 10 now, we're going to do the third sharpshooting, which is right here in spawn. And the same thing as before, you just need to shoot the 5 locations. And so this one's a little finicky, so just be careful not to step out of the circle, kind of go inch and inch until you can actually hit that spot, and then you'll be ready to go. Once you shoot the last one, you'll notice that your little AI here will pop up and tell you it's all finished. Those are all 3. Green challenge is done. Not 3, I think there was 4 actually. Which we did go over. To get the shield, what you need to do is you need to check one of these terminals. There's only 2 of them. There's one in the police station and there's one in spawn. As you can see here, once you do interact with it, a menu will pop up. The first one is the tear gas shield, which is your shield. You're going to need that to interact with a panel, or actually melee a panel with it. And it's going to show you where the last red cylinder is. There's also ammo refill, a random perk, lottery drone. I never used that, to be honest. And the other thing that you need to get is the hydraulic tasers. Now the hydraulic tasers is basically the Galvan Knuckles. It's a little bit upgraded, so you're going to need both of those. So at minimum you're going to need at least 70 tokens, assuming you didn't need any ammo refills or used any perk slots. Since I was running low on ammo and I still needed to finish one of the yellow terminals, which is below the police station, I had to buy some ammo. So we're not going to pick up the street or the shield currently right now. And as you can tell, make sure you have the gun that you want to refill out, because it's only going to refill the gun that you're holding. For the third and final yellow SO box, you're going to need to make your way down to the police station, go all the way outside to the bottom floor, go through this door and interact with that little terminal that you just saw right now. And same thing as before, you're going to need to kill all the yellow zombies before it hits the terminal. And then once you notice that it's all filled, you're going to see it being sub offline or something like that, which you can check once the circles go away. And again, I do want to share, I do suggest keeping the starting pistol so you can get the Kraken and Behemoth. It does make this step a lot easier since you're in close quarters. And as you can tell, once you do finish, it's going to say that sub online, service offline. And then you're also going to have the AI once you finish the third and final yellow one, telling you that the yellow terminal is now done. And as you can see, this is where the blue ball challenge is. So this is the third location, same thing. Once you fill up the soul box, it will go ahead and move. Almost finished with this circle, looks like it's done, and it's gonna go ahead and move on. The other terminal, and this switches, only one terminal is active at one time, so it moved to spawn. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy the shield so we can work on the last red cylinder. Once you have the shield, go ahead and make your way back to the police station, head downstairs, and what you want to do is you want to take out your shield and go ahead and melee this little corner here, which is going to expose the cylinder. Now all we need to have is the Galvan Knuckles, which we still need 50 tokens for. We only have 18, so we still need to grind a little bit for that. So we'll finish the red terminal in just a little bit. The fourth and final location for the blue ball step is in the sewers. So just as before, once you have enough souls, it will move on. All right, we should be pretty close to filling this up. Yep, it looks like it is done. So we'll go ahead and move on. And I believe this one is the last one. Once the fourth and final location is done, you go ahead and make your way back to the water refinery station here, and you'll notice that the blue ball is traveling very slowly to the location that you spawned it from. Once it is there, you can go ahead and interact with the panel and the blue step will be done. Just like before, you go ahead and interact and the AI will pop up letting you know the blue terminal is active. If you ever wanted to check process of how many challenges you completed, you can always make your way back to the test environment area and check these consoles here. As you can see, we finished the yellow challenge, the blue challenge, and the green challenge. After you progressed probably around and you get the 50 tokens, because you do get tokens for kills of zombies as well. So after you get the 50 tokens, what you need to do is you need to pull your specialist out by pushing whatever button you have for your specialist weapon, and you want to press your melee button to do this, I guess, move towards the box, so you can basically put your gavel knuckles together and it'll create an explosion, charging the red cylinder. Now, after you charge the red cylinder, as you see, you can pick it up and we're going ahead and drop it next to power where we put the last 2 cylinders, and this challenge will be done. And just like the rest of the challenges, once you place the red cylinder and the red cylinder challenge is done, you'll notice that your little AI ghost here from Destiny will let you know to go back to him and interact with the panel. Make your way back into the test environment room and go ahead and interact with the AI. Just like before, he's going to go ahead and lock you down here. But before the boss fight, you need to do one last thing. You need to go ahead and interact with him once more. Pick up this memory chip, and then what you want to do is you want to make your way down to the sewer, and where we picked up the first part to start the Easter egg, you need to put it right here on top of this console, and it's going to do this little data transfer thing. It'll let you know once it's done, and you can go ahead and pick it back up. Once done, go ahead and pick it up again, and you need to take it back to the AI. Make your way back to the AI and go ahead and interact with it, which is basically giving him the memory chip. And now he's going to have some more dialogue for you. And now the boss fight is able to be opened, which is the flare that's on top of a barrel that's inside spawn. Another nice thing is you're going to actually be able to buy all the perks on the map. All the perks locks will be opened, and you can just get set up for the boss fight. Now, for the boss fight, I suggest something that has a lot of bullets, obviously, right? And then keeping your Kraken Behemoth. You're only going to need these 2 weapons, which are more than sufficient to finish out the boss fight. Another thing you want to make sure you purchase before the boss fight are thermite grenades, which is in the police station right here on my left. Once ready for the boss fight, make your way back to spawn and go ahead and interact with this flare, and you'll notice that you're going to meet the Titan. We'll go over the boss fight and the attacks just so you're familiarized with what to expect. The boss fight is going to start kind of slow. To be honest, like the first round is going to be a little bit easy because there's no spiders, there's no there's only a little bit of attacks. He doesn't spawn the firewall and stuff like that. So the first round here, you just have to deal with little homing missiles and those little red circle things. Don't get close to those red circle things, however, because they have a blast radius to stay out of that circle. Once enough time has passed by, he's going to put electricity on the ground, which lets you know that DPS time is now. So go ahead and lay into him, and this will be the first phase. On the second phase, he's going to spawn these lasers, which is pretty much like the zombies of the map. It just follows you kind of like a slow moving zombie. And what I usually do with these lasers, I just train them around like zombies. There's going to be points and times where you kind of have to go into the balcony next to the boss, or you need to go up the stairs and up to the left, but just kind of be careful, especially when the spiders spawn. Once again, once enough time has passed by, he's going to go ahead and electrify the ground, and when that happens, run straight up the stairs and complete phase 2 here. Now on phase 3, you're going to notice that spiders will spawn now. Now, this is a good thing, not a bad thing, because spiders are the only way you can get ammo in this boss fight. I think it gives you like 8 or 9, or maybe a clip or something like that every time you pick one up. Yeah, it looks like a clip, like 10 ammo. So every time you kill one, you get 10 ammo. So you definitely want to kill these spiders as much as possible. But just to let you know, if you do kill them, you want to get to the ammo bag as soon as possible because it despawns within like 2 seconds or 3 seconds, I believe. Another attack that he will do is, you notice the firewall. He basically makes the field of play half the size, and he does this pretty much from now on. Nice thing is once the electricity starts, the lasers will go away. Spiders won't, however, so be careful and go ahead and complete doing damage for phase 3. It should be 4 phases as long as you do consistent damage and kind of average, get up to the stairs as fast as possible every time. So just kind of keep that in mind. And this attack is the nuke attack. This starts on this phase, which is the 4th one. And what you need to do is you need to wait until the clock reaches 10 and then look around the whole field, and you're going to notice a purple bubble. In that purple bubble, which is basically the Titan bubble from Destiny, you need to hop in so you won't die. And if you're not in this bubble by the time it hits 0, everything outside the bubble dies. And one thing you need to be careful though is make sure the spider, if you saw it right there, if you see a spider coming towards you, go ahead and just kind of shoot when the screen turns white, just for safety. I wanted to show this part because if you can see, he has anti-personal mines both for the bosses and in my trading area. And as you can see, I kind of waited right there on the kind of like ground floor and waited for the things to explode, so I wasn't in both the circles even though they were in my area. As you can see, he was going a little bit hard and heavy with the nuke. He was really trying to kill me here. If he does it again before DPS, obviously hop back in the tunnel or bubble. Once enough time has passed, the electric floor will start, and go ahead and do the same thing as you've done before. Do damage and finish him off. GG's. Now, he does have a final stand, but the nice thing about the final stand is you can do continuous damage. You don't need to wait. And this is where the thermite grenades come in clutch. So throw your thermite grenades while you're on there. As you can see, the thermite grenades does tick damage. So as long as you keep the thermite grenade on him, you should be good. I don't think you could do damage in him during the nuke phase. As you can see, I wasn't getting any hit markers there, so you kind of got to wait for this clock to time out and the nuke to pass in order for it to do damage again. And as you can see, he cut off the field right there, and I couldn't get through. So what I had to do is I had to wait for that fire to go away, because I think if it's within 10 seconds, the fire automatically goes away, so it doesn't kill you. So as long as you move fast, you should be okay, even though the fire is in the way at first. And then go ahead and lay on him. Now, you want to make sure you put the thermite grenades on him, like because I forgot before I started doing a ton of damage. So just keep throwing. I think you get like 3 or 4 of them. So if you use them well, the thermite grenades, if you use all 3 or 4, bring them back, bring them down at least 30-40 health, something like that. Just to show you how good these thermite grenades are, I didn't do any damage other than the thermite here, and as you can see, look at that tick damage. It keeps going and going and going and going, and basically took him down like, I don't know, at least 15% health in one grenade. So those grenades are very, very useful. GG's, you've defeated Rainy Death with the BO3 edition. Congratulations. Now, if you did like this video, please leave a comment. Hopefully I've earned your subscription. Please leave a like, and I'll definitely be coming out with more tutorials. I'm actually going to be learning another video editor because this one was kind of like 30-day free trial. So hopefully you guys like these tutorials. If you guys did, again, just one more time, please leave that like, leave that subscription, and I'll catch you on the next one, guys.